Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. Imagine this. You're going about your day completely unaware that someone, somewhere, is listening to your calls, reading your texts, and tracking your every move. You haven't dropped your phone, you haven't clicked on any suspicious links, and yet, your most private information is being siphoned away. This isn't a scene from a spy thriller, it's the unsettling reality of SS7 attacks. Our smartphones have become extensions of ourselves, repositories of our secrets, our conversations, our lives. We trust them to keep our information safe. But what if the very system that connects our calls and delivers our messages is riddled with vulnerabilities? What if the invisible threads of our mobile communication network are the very tools being used against us? This is the unsettling truth about SS7, the global network that powers our mobile world. It's a system designed for connectivity, not security, and its flaws have opened the door to a new breed of silent, invisible attacks. The threat is real, and the time to understand it is now. Before we delve into the shadowy world of SS7 attacks, it's crucial to understand what SS7 actually is and the pivotal role it plays in our hyper-connected world. SS7, short for Signaling System Number 7, is the unseen backbone of global mobile communication. It's the intricate network that allows your phone to connect with any other phone in the world. Think of SS7 as the air traffic control system of the mobile world. When you make a call, send a text, or check your voicemail, SS7 is routing your requests. It's a complex system of protocols and signals, ensuring the seamless flow of billions of communications every day. Developed in the 1970s, SS7 was built on a foundation of trust. Back then, the telecommunications landscape was dominated by a handful of operators. However, the world has changed. The rise of the internet and cybercriminals have exposed the weaknesses of a system designed for a bygone era. The very characteristics that make SS7 so efficient also make it inherently vulnerable. Designed in an era of presumed trust, SS7 lacks the robust security measures we take for granted today. One of the most glaring weaknesses is the lack of strong authentication mechanisms. Simply put, SS7 struggles to verify the legitimacy of the requests it receives. This means that attackers can potentially impersonate legitimate network entities, gaining unauthorized access to the system and its treasure trove of sensitive data. Furthermore, SS7's open architecture, designed to facilitate interconnectivity between various networks, inadvertently creates opportunities for exploitation. This openness, coupled with insufficient access controls, means that attackers can potentially infiltrate the network through various entry points, bypassing security checkpoints and gaining a foothold within the system. Adding to the vulnerability is the fact that many SS7 messages are transmitted unencrypted. This means that sensitive information, such as call data, text messages, and even location data, is essentially traveling in plain sight, ripe for interception by anyone with the knowledge and tools to listen in. The result is a perfect storm of vulnerabilities, a system designed for a different era struggling to cope with the realities of today's interconnected and increasingly hostile digital landscape. SS7 attacks are subtle, silent, and incredibly effective. Hackers exploit SS7 vulnerabilities to gain unauthorized access and carry out malicious activities. One method involves rogue base stations disguised as legitimate cell towers. These fake towers trick phones into connecting, allowing interception of calls, texts, and data. Another tactic exploits roaming vulnerabilities. When traveling, your phone connects to foreign networks using SS7. Attackers can intercept communications or impersonate your phone. Inside the SS7 network, hackers can compromise your phone and steal information. They can intercept calls and texts, including two-factor authentication codes. They can track your location with frightening accuracy. They can initiate a SIM swap attack, transferring your phone number to their device. The possibilities for exploitation are vast and deeply unsettling, underlining the urgent need for greater awareness and robust security measures. Section 5. Real-world repercussions when SS7 attacks hit. The threat of SS7 attacks is not theoretical, it's a present danger with real-world consequences. High-profile individuals, including politicians and celebrities, have been targeted, their privacy breached, and their communications compromised. One of the most well-known cases involved U.S. Congressman Ted Lieu, who fell victim to an SS7 attack in 2017. Security researchers, with his consent, demonstrated how easily his phone could be tracked, and his calls intercepted using readily available hacking tools. This incident sent shockwaves through the cybersecurity community, highlighting the vulnerability of even the most secure individuals to this type of attack. But SS7 attacks aren't limited to high-profile targets. Ordinary individuals are also at risk, particularly from financially motivated cybercriminals. By intercepting two-factor authentication codes sent via SMS, hackers can gain access to bank accounts, online shopping portals, and other sensitive accounts, draining funds and wreaking havoc on their victims' financial lives. The consequences of SS7 attacks extend beyond financial loss and privacy violations. The ability to track someone's location in real time raises serious concerns about stalking, harassment, and even physical safety. The potential for these vulnerabilities to be exploited for malicious purposes is vast and deeply concerning. Section 6. Shielding your digital self. Practical steps for protection. While the threat posed by SS7 attacks is significant, there are steps you can take to protect yourself and mitigate the risks. Awareness is the first line of defense. By understanding the vulnerabilities and tactics employed in SS7 attacks, you can make informed decisions about your mobile security. One crucial step is to strengthen your authentication methods. Whenever possible, opt for app-based two-factor authentication or hardware tokens instead of relying solely on SMS-based codes. These methods provide an extra layer of security, making it significantly harder for attackers to compromise your accounts even if they intercept your messages. Encryption is another powerful tool in your arsenal. Using end-to-end encrypted messaging apps ensures that your conversations remain private and inaccessible, even if someone manages to intercept them. Look for apps that offer this level of security for your most sensitive communications. While individual action is crucial, addressing the SS7 vulnerability ultimately requires a collective effort. Telecom companies have a responsibility to implement robust security upgrades within their networks, strengthening authentication protocols, enhancing access controls, and exploring encryption options for SS7 traffic. Governments and regulatory bodies also play a vital role in establishing and enforcing stricter security standards for the telecommunications industry. Section 7. The road ahead. The future of mobile security in a 5G world. As we move towards a future dominated by 5G networks, the security challenges posed by SS7 are likely to persist and even intensify. While 5G promises faster speeds and greater bandwidth, it still relies on older components of the 2G, 3G, and 4G infrastructure, including SS7, to ensure seamless connectivity. This means that the vulnerabilities inherent in SS7 could potentially carry over to the 5G landscape. However, the transition to 5G also presents an opportunity to address these vulnerabilities head-on. Researchers and industry experts are actively exploring alternative signaling protocols such as Diameter, which offer enhanced security features and are designed to be more resilient to the types of attacks that plague SS7. Furthermore, the development and implementation of more advanced security technologies, such as artificial intelligence and machine learning, hold promise for detecting and mitigating SS7 attacks in real time. These technologies can analyze network traffic patterns, identify anomalies, and flag potential threats, enabling telecom providers to respond swiftly and prevent attacks before they escalate. The future of mobile security will depend on a multi-pronged approach, encompassing technological advancements, robust security standards, and greater awareness among users. Section 8. Spreading the word knowledge as the first line of defense. The fight against SS7 attacks is not just the responsibility of governments or telecom companies, it's a collective effort that requires the active participation of every individual who relies on mobile communication. By spreading awareness about SS7 vulnerabilities, the tactics employed by attackers, and the steps individuals can take to protect themselves, we can create a more secure digital environment for everyone. Share this information with your friends, family, and colleagues. Encourage them to strengthen their authentication methods, use encrypted messaging apps, and stay informed about the latest threats to their mobile security. By working together and amplifying our voices, we can pressure telecom providers to prioritize security upgrades and encourage the development and adoption of more secure mobile communication technologies. Knowledge is power, and in the fight against cybercrime, it's our most potent weapon. Section 9. Reclaiming your digital fortress, a call to action. The digital age has ushered in an era of unprecedented connectivity and convenience, but it has also exposed us to new and evolving threats. SS7 attacks are a stark reminder that even the most seemingly invisible systems can be exploited, and the consequences can be far-reaching. However, we are not powerless in the face of these challenges. By understanding the risks, adopting practical security measures, and advocating for stronger industry standards, we can reclaim our digital privacy and navigate the digital landscape with greater confidence. Let us embrace the responsibility that comes with our connected lives and work together to create a safer, more secure mobile future for all.